My dear children of class 8, hope all of you are doing well. In our last class, we did exercise 17.1, but many of you were having query with the exercise regarding the framing of formulas. So again, today I am going to give a brief explanation of the same topic. After seeing this video, if you go back to the video of the last class and then again solve the sums, hope you will be clear. So let's begin. What is actually formula? In this chapter, you are asked to frame formulas when the statements will be provided to you. See, the basic ones are like this. Sum of A and 6. So you have to add A and 6. A plus 6. Twice the difference of R and 8. So twice the difference of R and 8. So first I am going to write the difference of R and 8. Then it's twice, right? 1/4 the product of x and 21. So 1/4 the product of x means 1/4 into x, and product of x and 21. So product means multiplication. So this again into 21. So which implies 21x by 4. 1/5 the sum of 16 and 3 times of y. So 1/5, this is separate, then the sum of, so I am finding the 1/5 of the sum. So sum of what? Sum of 16 and 3 times of y, this value is 1/5. The product of twice of a and thrice of b. So twice of a and thrice of b. So 2 into 3 is 6. Into a into b is 6ab. So this is basically the framing of formulas when the statements will be provided to you. Now also using this only you have to frame equations. Alright. So this is the basic thing. Framing of a number. Say for example 56 is a number, right? Its ones digit is 6. Its tens digit is 5. So if I write this in expanded value, then I will write 10 into 5 plus 6. This is its expanded expression, right? So the tens digit is coming over here and the units digit is coming over here. See, ones digit over here or units digit over here, and the tens digit will be multiplied by 10. So when you are asked to write a number, then the number digits I will take as x and y. Alright. For example, say 56 only. Alright. This number is unknown to me. I am taking ones digit as x, and it is said that the sum of the digit is 11. Isn't it so? See, 5 plus 6, 11. So tens digit will be how much? Since sum of the digit is 11, if this is x, this will be 11 minus x. Alright. So the number will be 10 into tens digit. See, 10 into tens digit. So 10 into 11 minus x plus ones digit. So what is the ones digit here? X. So this is how I will write a number. Now if I reverse the digits, then it is going to become 65. 56 reversed digit will become 65. This is known as reversed. Alright. Reversed number. If I just reverse the digits, then I am going to get the reversed number. So in similar manner, if this number I reverse, see what is happening? Tens digit is coming in ones place. So it became 5 over here in ones, and ones digit will go to tens place. So it became 6 over here. So similarly, reversed number will be 10 into x plus 11 minus x. Alright. So this is my reversed number. Another concept of consecutive numbers. See, consecutive means one after the other. Alright. So if I ask you to write the first 3 consecutive natural numbers, then it will be 1, 2 and 3. Alright. Similarly, first 3 consecutive even numbers 0, 2, 4. First 3 consecutive odd numbers 1, 3, 5. Alright. So this is the way. Consecutive means one after the other. You have to remember what type of consecutive I am mentioning. Say first 3 consecutive prime numbers. In that case 2, 3, 5. Alright. So this is the scenario. Now fact is, if I take the first consecutive, suppose they have asked me that sum of 3 consecutive numbers, only consecutive, okay, is, suppose they have said 65. Okay, now see, when the point is only consecutive, then one after the other, look at the gapping. The gapping is 1. Alright, so I am getting 2 by 1 plus 1, I am getting 3 by 2 plus 1, like that. So gapping is 1. In case of even numbers, what is the gapping? 0 plus 2 will give me 2. 2 plus 2 will give me 4. So here gapping is 2. In case of odd numbers, gapping is also 2. Just check. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 2, 5. So here also gapping is 2. Now in case of prime numbers, the gapping is not fixed. Alright, because see, here it is 1, then it is 2, then after 5 you are going to get 7, then after 7 you are going to get 11. So that is little bit different. It is not fixed unlike these. Alright, so here I will write gapping not fixed. This is not going to come for your current syllabus. Only just remember about these 3 points. Okay, so they have just asked the sum of 3 consecutive numbers is 65. So I will take the first consecutive number as x. So second consecutive number will be x plus 1. So third consecutive number will be x plus 2, isn't it? Like this. Now their sum is equals to x plus 1 plus x plus 2. Now that is equals to 65. So according to problem, x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equals to 65. You can just solve it one more step, or you can leave it here also. Understood? So this is the concept. I hope you are clear now, children. If you go back to your previous classes video, I hope then you will be able to understand. If any more doubts are there, then you can personally ask me. Alright, thank you class.